Hi friends, today we are going to do cherries with color pencils. Fruits are always interesting subject to draw and paint, and if you are complete beginner then choose one or two cherries instead of a whole bunch so that it's very easy for you. Hi, if you are meeting for the first time, this is Modula, the artist behind Modula Creations, and I do post video tutorials like this every single week, so do subscribe and stay connected. Let's get started. For the cherries, I have used a light pink, dark pink, orange and a red. And for the table line, I am using a peach along with light and dark browns. For the leaf and the stalk, I will be using the light and the dark green. Along with these colors, I might use black very lightly when I do the shadowed areas. All the materials that I am showing you here are linked in the description box below. Just have a look at it, and if you want to purchase it, you can do it from those links. I start off with the outline of the cherry. I am going to mark all the highlights so that it's going to be easy when I color it using the color pencil. I have already spoken about the 5 important points to remember or the tips that you should know when you are starting out with a color pencil. So in case if you are a beginner and starting to use color pencil, just check out that video. I have linked it above and on the description box below. You can have a look at that. One point to think about when you are drawing cherries is that you have to have its shape right, otherwise your finished work will not look good. I start off with coloring with a lighter shade, that is the pink. So I am finishing off the cherries in the foreground first, and then I will move on to the cherries at the background. You can also do it the other way round. It's just a matter of preference. For the cherries at the foreground, I am using only a pink base, and for the cherries at the background, I will be also including a little bit of orange for the base color. There are actually more than 1000 types of varieties of cherries, but around only 10 types are actually in commercial production now. When you are coloring right from the initial first color, just ensure that you are not going too much over the highlighted area and covering it up. We want the highlights as it is, so don't cover it too much. As I told you earlier, if you are a beginner, then just start with 1 or 2 cherries and try that out before moving on to a bunch of cherries. Also, you need not follow the same placement as I have done here. Of course, you can position them as you want. Just remember to position them in a way to show some cherries which are closer, some which are far off, and some cherries that are overlapping. If you are going to try the entire. If you are new to my channel, I will be posting video tutorials every single week. These videos will include reviews, tips and tricks, how-to tutorials, and much more using color pencils, acrylics, watercolor, and a variety of mediums. So do subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as my videos are out. All the cherries here don't have the same shade. Some have pink to dark pink hues and some have orange to red colors in it. So just observe the cherries and then place your colors accordingly. I don't want to smudge the work that I am creating. That's why I have kept a piece of paper under my palms. Especially when you are using color pencils, you have to remember not to smudge it too much. Once the lighter colors are in place, I go with darker tones of reds and dark pink. So sometimes you have to go over the areas more than once to get a smooth finish. I repeat the same process for all the cherries. Cherries are one of the fruits that can be used in so many different ways. You can actually grill them, bake them, you can juice them, and you can also have them dried. You can completely eat them dried. And of course, as artists for us, the main important use for cherries is to paint them too. For the leaf, I am using yellow, and I have also used light and dark green over it. For the stem also it is quite similar, but instead of yellow we'll be using a peach and then build it with a light and dark green. And as I told you earlier, don't blend too much on the highlighted areas. Leave it brighter. For the table, I am using a light brown first, then on top of it, I'll be using a darker brown. I also wanted the texture of the paper to show through a little for the table line so that it could be looking as a wood. So table also might need multiple layers to finish that up. Another use is that if you are really stressed out, cherries are known to reduce your blood pressure. So along with painting, have some cherries too. For the background, I am using a grey to show it as a wall. Finally, I add shadows for the cherries and the leaf. So as you can see, I am going and working back and forth to build the entire painting. So remember that color pencil takes a lot of time. So definitely you have to have patience in finishing your work. You cannot rush things up. As I told you in my earlier video on color pencils, that you have to work literally pixel by pixel for the color pencil. So it's going to take its own time. If you have any questions, just post it in the comment section below. I'll be happy to help you out. And finally, I'm using a white to blend some of the areas in the cherries. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and also share it with your friends who would love to paint. Do subscribe and also click on the bell button and stay connected. I've linked some useful tutorials here. Just go through them too. Happy painting. Bye bye.